The broadcast is live.
Hey guys, it is December 1st. I can't believe it. Where is this year gone to? We are here tonight to talk to you and Carl's going to share a man's perspective of doing the 10-day detox. You've heard from me, from some of my women friends, and you know what? Guys just do things a little bit differently and want to hear the simplicity of and the results and how amazing it has made Carl feel. And I appreciate you being here tonight, Carl. I know you have lots of stuff going on and it's a busy season. So I want you, as you're coming in, tell us where you're coming in from and hang around because we have a giveaway toward the end. Carl,
Yes.
how long's it been since you finished your detox, first off?
I did it with a group of 6 other people. We finished it on Monday, the 7th of November.
Okay, so 7th of November. So you finished pre-Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Okay, so going into this, did you have some reservation? What were your concerns? How did you feel about this whole thing?
I had a lot of reservations. I have never done a detox before, never even thought about doing it. When Lavelle, or the company that makes Thrive, introduced the Detox Cleanse product, and I learned so much about the necessity of getting these toxins out of our bodies that I knew I had to do it as I became a little educated on it.
Mm-hmm.
But never having been through a detox, I mean, I had concerns. And I mean, first off, they told us that you have to stop thriving for 10 days. Beth, you and I were in Fort Worth when they announced that, and there was like such a reaction from the crowd. I mean, nobody that thrives wants to stop.
No, I was scared to death at that point. I was like, nope, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
And if you've done a detox and you're watching, folks, let us know what your concerns are, because I bet that we have an answer for you. So you should tell us what your concerns are, what your experiences are, and we want to share with you the simplicity of this 10-day detox. So you were scared to death in Fort Worth. That was in the spring.
Well, I didn't want to go 10 days without thriving. But the other thing is, I mean, the things that you kind of think you hear about detox, am I going to get sick? Am I going to have, pains and be disoriented? Am I going to spend 10 full days in the bathroom? And none of that happened. It's not hard to do.
Mm-hmm.
Now you certainly notice some things. I mean, when your body is detoxing, you'll have some indications of that. But it was nothing compared to what I was braced up for.
Okay. So when you went in this, how did you prepare yourself as far as food? Was it a whole different scenario for you? Was it something that you just had to like think outside the box? I mean, it's different. I mean, guys don't necessarily plan meals. I don't know. I mean, not a whole lot of guys do.
Well, I'll tell you this: I plan to have meals every day. That's for sure. But Lavelle makes it easy for us because they gave us a food plan or a shopping list of things that we can have, and I was never hungry during the 10 days. There's so much food that you can eat. So a fish, white rice, all kinds of vegetables, beans. So I mentioned that there were 7 of us that detoxed together. And the reason we thrive together too, but so the reason that we detoxed together is that we were all a little concerned about what was going to happen, and we wanted that peer support of each other.
Sure.
So we formed an online chat thread, and the agreement when we started on October the 29th on a Friday was that we're going to go in every day and talk about what's happening, how we're feeling, and support each other.
Okay.
And so one of the people in the group, Mel, my friend Mel, made some vegan chili. And before the 10-day detox, if you would have invited me to have some vegan chili, I think I might would have just gone hungry instead. But I learned as a result of this, there were some benefits I'd never even thought of. One thing is I learned that you can have amazing chili without any meat in it. And
okay.
I got some from Mel. But the other thing I never expected is that when you follow this 10-day eating plan so that your body can detox, that kind of stays with you. The 7 of us, and I laugh about this every day, during those 10 days, the 7 of us would occasionally talk about, boy, on day 11, I'm going to have this, or I'm going to have that, or something we're not allowed to have during the 10 days. When day 11 came, not a single one of us did that. We all loved the way we felt and the food that we were eating, and we continued to do it. And I ate pretty much like we were eating during the cleanse until Thanksgiving Day. And then I went completely off the rails. But
so you ate all you want. You had support. There are guidelines that you can, I mean, and they are very broad. I was really surprised at being able to eat white rice, but in having gone back and done a little research on it and the reasons white rice over brown rice and there's a whole science behind it. And it was really interesting on that part, but there's also just the support that not just in your community, but I know that in the group that I had, there was just so many ideas. We gave ideas not only on what to do. We ran into, hey, I need a food idea. I need a recipe. We shared all those things, and to be able to eat different foods and to try different things was really cool. What was what was your day set up like? How did it start? So you didn't do your normal 3 steps to thrive, but what did you do?
Well, so if I can just start kind of at the beginning and talk about why I decided to do this, because as I mentioned, I never considered doing a detox and a cleanse.
Okay.
But then when the company came out with this and I began hearing some of the reasons why, and then researching online and talking to people not connected with Thrive, this is not news to many people, but it was news to me just recently. Maybe it was more clear to me than it had ever been. But every single day, all throughout the day, toxins are entering our bodies through the foods that we eat, the air that we breathe, even the water that we drink. And toxins they're toxic, they're poison. If we were to take the total existence of mankind for as long as mankind has been in existence and squeeze that down into 24 hours, the food that we're eating, the kind of food and what's in the food has only existed for a millisecond. It doesn't match our genetics and it makes us sick. These toxins come into our body, they don't belong there, so they don't blend with our metabolism. They stay in there, they bounce around at the cellular level, causing abrasions and scarring and inflammation. And inflammation is a killer.
It's the root of disease.
It is. If you were to think about if you've got a cut on your arm, the first thing it's going to do is become inflamed because it's trying to heal itself. If you were to continue to irritate that or be abrasive to it and never let it heal, it would become more and more inflamed. It would become infected, and eventually you lose your arm over that.
Right.
Well, that is the inflammation that happens in our body. Now, it's not as drastic maybe as the picture that I painted, but it's a serious condition that leads to a host of deadly diseases. And all of that disease is preceded by a fairly miserable existence for a long time until you finally develop some chronic illness. Inflation's inflammation is a bad thing. So that's why I decided, okay, I have to do this. And then I was coming to terms with the apprehensions about what's going to happen in the unknown. And so you gather your friends around you and say, we're going to do that. And we were so amazingly surprised that it was not a bad experience.
So you had a gazillion reasons to do this. Even though you've made, and I mean, the people watching probably don't know that you have made a great deal of change in your physical appearance in the last year, and that this even catapulted that even more. So your results in this 10-day detox where you ate all you want, you had support, you tried new foods, you knew that you were doing something good for your body. So every day when you got up, you took 3 capsules.
Yeah.
If my memory serves me right, they're green.
Well, there's a kind of a glare on my screen. I don't know how well you can see it, but this is the detox kit. And in there's 2 capsules. There's the AM capsules here. So you take these in the morning. There we go. With a great big glass of water. And water is very important during this 10 days. A minimum amount of water that a person needs to drink is half their body weight in ounces. An ounce per pound of body weight is even better. That's a ton of water. But But you take one of these in the morning, and then I'm typically in the habit. I get up at 5 in the morning, do my 3 steps of Thrive. So this time I got up at 5 in the morning and did this, and then I typically eat around 10 or 10:30 for the first time during the day. And so I stayed with that. I stayed with that routine. And the other thing that I intentionally tried to do was avoid eating later than like 6 o'clock, anywhere close to bedtime.
Okay.
Because then you take these in the morning. So these throughout the day are activating the toxins and the poisons and the things in your body and gathering them up, so to speak. Then at night, you take this one, and I heard our good and trusted friend talking about that this is kind of a combination of 2 things that we're familiar with, a balance and biotic. Right. You take this at night with a great big glass of water, and this will take all of those toxins that were rounded up during the day, and in the morning, these will flush them out.
Flushes it out. And so that is another key thing, is drinking the water all during the day is very important during this detox. I know I drank my body weight in ounces of water. How much were you able to do?
I was doing that too.
Yes.
I was doing that. It was a lot. I mean, you have to be intentional about it, because you're not going to be thirsty, but you have to just remind yourself to keep drinking. I was drinking 2 gallons of water a day.
Yes. Yes. And some people go, oh, I can't do that. But when you listen to your body, you can.
Well, the attitude that we adopted in our little group is that for 10 days, we can do anything. It's 10 days.
Yes.
So we'll do it. Now, if you're someone that's traveling, that's going to be hard to do. But Beth, another thing I became aware of when I go into something like this, I generally think I'm either going to do it or not going to do it. If I am going to do it, I'm going to do it right. So I'm fortunate in this regard to be able to work from home and to be able to drink all of that water. But many people aren't. And what I observed, in addition to our little family of 7 that was detoxing together, Thrive Lavelle has an online community that when you get this little box, the support that goes with this is incredible. You get invited to the online community where you've got not just a shopping list, but actually recipes to make out of those. You've got other people that join this room with you and that are detoxing for 10 days with you, that are sharing their experience. And you've got in this room access to experts that you can ask questions and ask for support and reinforcement. So all of that contributes to your success when you're doing this.
So during this detox, you did the morning capsules, the PM capsules, and we talked about not doing our normal 3 steps, because we do have some people watching that know what Thrive is, and they may be not real familiar with the detox. So we did not do steps 1 and 2, but you are allowed to do step 3, which is and this is just one of them. This is our donor fusion technology, and I wore this particular one because it gave me extra B12 immune support, but it also gave me mood support during this whole time, which was just important because it was a change, it was different, and so this is one of the tools that I pulled out that is on the allowable, doable list. For that Lavelle put out for us.
I use the black label.
You use the black label, yeah. And this was the same formula, yeah. So if you have ever done a detox and you're watching, did you have a positive result, and was it ease and flow? Drop it in the comments and let us know. Carl, there's a couple other things that I decided to use during detox. Did you use any of our other Plus Line products during this?
I had some Pure, and I used some Pure. Not every day, but mainly because I forgot about it. But the Pure was a good pick-me-up during the detox, you bet.
And for those of you that aren't familiar with what this is loaded with your B complex, your A's and E's, so it's good for your skin, it's good for your eyes, and it's good for your energy. So this is easy to go. It's a liquid, and there's no crash after it, so it's absolutely wonderful. It's also great for pre-workout. Just put that in because this is one of my favorites for pre-workout. That I love in the mornings. So are there any other products that you use, Carl?
So I keep this on my desk. This is thermogenic, metabolistic. Can you see this? There.
Yeah.
Thermogenic metabolism booster heat. So this, you talk about
It's a sequential powder. It's like a pixie stick.
Yeah, that's a pick-me-up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And when did you use yours? I used mine in the afternoon.
Yep, about 2 o'clock.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that gave me great clarity of thought. Did it help you with clear thinking to finish out the day?
Absolutely. It's not a substitute for Thrive. But it's when you're not on Thrive, I appreciated having the heat.
It's a tool. It is. It's an amazing tool. So I said that Pure is my morning go-to for a pick-me-up right before a workout. This is my next afternoon. This is my afternoon go-to for a workout. And we're going to come back and ask the questions. How much? I will answer those and DM you, Christopher, on the prices of each of these. They're a little bit different. And stay tuned because we have a giveaway coming up. So these are great products for workouts, but they also help fuel us through some of those because we weren't feeling our typical best. And if you know us, you know that we have all the energy all the time. And it's just how Thrivers are. Carl.
Yeah. What?
There are people that have been here and they're going, well, what are your results, Carl? You had amazing results. Share those with us.
Well, my results were really typical. I mean, so I lost 10 pounds in the 10 days, but Beth, people that you and I both know, I bet I know 20 people that you know that have said that they lost 10 pounds in 10 days.
Yes.
You had mentioned to me, you heard one person say they lost 20. Everybody's different.
Yeah. A husband and wife, they both, each of them lost 20 or more pounds.
But it's unmistakable. I could see day 5, I believe 5 or 6 in there. I mean, when I would see myself in the mirror, it was so apparent. It was striking. I wasn't looking for it, but it's like you couldn't miss it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
can I throw something in here?
Yeah.
Somebody said something about price. We don't need to talk about the price of this, but I just do want to say I was shocked. I was prepared to pay 5 times what this cost.
No, let's go ahead and put the price out there, Carl, because it is.
If somebody wants to know, let them ask.
It is totally affordable. I mean, it is less than going. It's amazingly cheap. And I've heard what the prices of some of the others that are out there. It blew my mind when it came out when I was in Las Vegas and they launched it. I'm like, I went straight to my phone and ordered it. And that's on a trip when you know you have extra stuff going on, right? I'm like, this is so affordable. I can't not order it. But the results were amazing. Not only did you lost weight, but you could, when you could tell that your clothes fit differently from what you told me yesterday, right?
Definitely. Me and the other 6 friends that did it, every one of us, everybody that I've talked to that's done it has had the same story. Nobody got sick. Nobody was chained to the bathroom. There was no, one of the things that we kind of thought was going to happen is that we'd be just fine. And all of a sudden we would need to get to the bathroom like in an emergency. That never happened to anybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
And everybody talks about the weight they lost, and just to be able to feel, you can tell that your body is different.
So at the end of 10 days, you've been 10 days without your your 3 steps of Thrive. And you'd been thriving. Today's your anniversary or yesterday? Soon.
Sunday. So 3 days ago was 1 year.
Okay, 1 year. So you've been doing this for 368 days, minus the 10 and detox.
Yeah.
And you have made amazing results. You feel younger. But when you came back and you started on that day 11, was it different from when you tried it 368 days ago?
100%. So people have different Thrive experiences because our body chemistry is different. Some people thrive on day 1. Some people it takes 10 days. So I was day 2. I was a day 2 thriver.
Okay.
Day 11. So my second day one, when I went back to it, it took an hour. I mean, I was thriving within an hour. I could tell it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So when you say that, people are like, what do you mean? What do you mean you were thriving in an hour? What does that mean? We know what it means.
It feels like the sun came up on the inside. You feel good, you feel empowered, you feel energetic, and you have faith and confidence. It's what this high quality pure nutrition can enable your body to do. Until you experience it, there is no way to understand it. It is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The way we're supposed to feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you feel the way that our bodies were designed to feel, it's mind-blowing. It's like we see life in from going from 2D just flat to
it's like waking up
the Technicolor.
Yeah, it's like waking up from a dream. It's like you've been asleep for these years, and all of a sudden you wake up and think, "Oh my God, I didn't even know I was sleeping."
Yeah. All right. So Carl, 10 pounds. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving hit. Does the scale look different?
Did the scale look different after Thanksgiving?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get on the scale. In fact, I didn't get on the scale during the 10 days. I got on it on day 1 and on day 10.
Okay.
And I haven't been on the scale since, but I can tell. So what I did notice is after eating anything that I wanted, and I eat sweets, I eat stuff, lots of, I say that dressing replaced pizza as the food that I would like to have on an island. If I could only have one thing, would be dressing with gravy. But what I did notice is the day after Thanksgiving on that Friday, I felt terrible. Just from eating all of that stuff. And so I knew that I had planned in advance that I was going to get recommitted to my routine and start eating right again. I actually started holiday eating on Tuesday. So it was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And but I feel right now physically better than, as good as I've ever felt, better than I've usually felt in my life. I feel great today.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So we have people here watching that are going to catch us on replay, Carl, and I want to extend to them the opportunity. Number one, if you have never tried Thrive and you don't know what it's about, you need it in your life. You just don't know it yet because it is amazing. But the detox, if you have tried Thrive and you weren't quite sure and you were like, maybe not, you got stuff going on, and this detox will make you feel amazingly different. So reach out to us and let us give you some more details on it. But I also want to do a giveaway tonight. Okay. We've got holidays upon us. We've got people that are so needing energy. And one of the products that we did not talk about, is Activate. Activate is energy that is full of B vitamins. Pour it down in your water. Drink this in the afternoon, and it's clarity of thought. It's energy. It keeps you going. And yes, these two things together will make you absolutely have the most amazing workouts. And it will help you keep up with everything that has to be done, all the shopping, all the parties, all the things that this season holds. So I am doing a giveaway. If you have not tried before these products and you would like to try them, I'm giving away Activate, and I'm giving away Heat, samples of Activate and Heat to the first 2 people that DM me and let me know that they are interested and that they need some more information about the Thrive 3 steps or the detox. I'm going to throw this in and let you guys find out what it's like. And so I'm going to be doing this a little bit each day here for the next little bit through the season. Carl?
Yes, ma'am.
People that are out here watching and they're sitting on the fence, what's your one word of advice?
Because I am so influenced by my personal experience, I would tell anybody that we have their ear, do this, do this. You got nothing to lose. If you do it and you don't like it, well, then you did it.
Yeah.
But if you do it, you'll love it. You will thank us if you try this and find out what it's about.
I'm going to ask you one more question before you go. Will you share with our people that have hung on to it all this time? How old are you? Because you don't look your age. You look way younger than you are.
I am 64. I have friends and associates that I've known for a long time, but people that don't even know each other have said to me, you look younger now than you looked 15 years ago.
Yeah.
But it's because of that nutrition. It's because my body is doing what it's made to do.
I went and stalked your page, Carl, and I went back and I looked at your pre-Thrive pictures. No, yeah, you don't even look like the same person. I was amazed.
I haven't even put up the pre-Thrive pictures yet. I'm kind of embarrassed about them.
No.
There may be people that will hear this that know what I'm talking about.
Put them up.
Thrive? No. My sister, in talking to her about Thrive, said, you could have made all of these changes without Thrive. And theoretically, that's possible. Of course, that's possible. But in actual practice, I'm 64 years old. This is not the first time I've tried to improve myself. I was never able to do it. Thrive is the fuel that empowers you to live life on your own terms instead of being governed by how you feel emotionally or physically.
Yeah.
Thrive gives you choices.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Carl, thank you. You're a blessing to be here. I appreciate your time. And guys, my drop message below. Let us know. Giveaway on these. Okay. Drop a message below or DM me, and I have somebody to go back and direct message about some prices. Thank you, Carl. Make it a great evening. And we'll catch you guys later. Bye.
Thanks,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Bye-bye. Good night.